Hey everyone, so today we'll be talking about how to use screenshots and other tools. So to start off, let's do a quick intro to screenshots. What are screenshots and screen tools? Also known as screen grabs or screen captures, screenshots are a way to take a picture of the contents shown on your computer screen. This feature is built into the operating system of your computer. Whether you have a Windows or Mac, there's a different way to screen capture on both. We will also outline on how to do this on mobile devices. So why should I use screenshots? Screenshots can be really useful to you whether you're taking, saving, or sharing them. They let you capture exactly what you're seeing on your screen to share with others or for you to reference yourself later. Some possible uses can include collaborating with others with visual aids, capturing a funny post and sharing it, an online ticket, or a tech problem to send to tech support to let them help you out. How to take a screenshot. On Windows 10, there are a couple methods. The first one is the snip and sketch. When you use the snip and sketch, the screen will dim and the mouse pointer will change. You will have a variety of options. The screenshot will be copied to the clipboard, which you can paste into another program. There will also be a notification that pops up at the bottom right of your screen where the notifications are, in which you can annotate and save the file. Either access the Snip and Sketch app from the Start menu, or you can simply use the shortcut below using Shift key, Windows key, and S at the same time. For the second method, you would use the print screen key. So first, you can use just the print screen key, which saves the entire screen as an image file. Or you could use Alt Print Screen, which saves the only the active window that you're showing. And lastly is the Windows key with the print screen. This copies the entire screen to the clipboard, and you can paste the screenshot into any program later. Basically, this is how it would look on a keyboard when you were to use the shortcuts. So here is the print screen key. So this is using just the print screen. This is using Alt Print Screen, and this is using the Windows key and print screen. How to take screenshots on a Mac. To take a screenshot, you just have to press and hold these three keys together, Shift, Command, and 3. If you see a thumbnail in the corner of your screen, you can click it to edit the screenshot, or you can wait for the screenshot to save to your desktop. Now, you can also press and hold the Shift, Command, and 4 key, and then you'll just have to drag the crosshair to select the area of the screen to capture. To move the selection, press and hold spacebar while dragging, and to cancel taking the screenshot, you just have to press the Escape key. The next method is to open the window or menu that you want to capture and press and hold Shift, Command 4, and spacebar. The pointer would then change to a camera icon. To cancel taking the screenshot, again, you just have to use the Escape key. You can click on the window or menu to capture it. To exclude the Windows shadow from the screenshot, press and hold the Option key while you click. How to screenshot on an iPhone. On an iPhone, you would want to press the power button and the home button at the same time. You can also use the volume button and the power button at the same time as well. Likewise, on an Android, you would also use the similar keys, except you would use the power button and specifically the volume down key. Of course, you can also hold down the power and home key at the same time, and that would also save a screenshot for you. On iPad, it would be the same, where you use the the top button and volume up, or top button and home button. And lastly, for Android tablets, just like normal Android devices, you would press the home key and the power key, or the power key and the volume down. Now, moving on to annotating. To annotate a screenshot on an Apple device, you'll first see a little pop-up after you take a screenshot. You can tap on that, and then it'll bring you to a new window where you can have a selection of different annotating tools like text or writing. To find the screenshots that you take is very simple on Apple devices. You just have to go to Photos, go to your albums, and then go to Screenshots. To annotate on Android devices is very similar. On most devices, you'll find a pop-up just like this, or you might find it as a notification. You can click the Edit button, and it'll also bring you to a new window just like on an Apple device. There, you can draw or write whatever you want. To find screenshots on your Android device, you can find it in an album with the screenshots in the Photos or Gallery app. If you open Gallery, you can go to Albums and look for the screenshot album, as seen here. There you will find all your screenshots to look at and share. Other screen tools. Another screen tool that is really often used is your computer's clipboard. Basically, the clipboard, also known as the pasteboard, is a special location in your computer's memory that temporarily stores cut or copied data from a document. Once something is stored in the clipboard, it can then be pasted into a new location. The clipboard holds its information until you cut or copy something new, or log out of the computer. A couple examples of why you might want to use the clipboard to copy items might include things like copying text from a word processing software to attach to an email, or taking text from an article to send to someone else to read, or to duplicate items in a list, just to name a few. Copy pasting on Windows and Mac is pretty simple. To make use of your clipboard, you'll need to know how to copy and paste. Step 1 is to select the text that you want to copy. If you want to select text in Windows 10 by double-clicking to select a word, that's pretty simple. And you can also triple-click to select a paragraph, or click and drag to select a custom amount of text. The next step would be to copy it by pressing Control-C or Command-C if you use a Mac, and or you can cut it using Control or Command-K or X. To quickly copy the text you've selected, simply press the Control key and C key at the same time. The last step would be to select where you'd want to paste, and press Control V or Command V if you use a Mac to paste it where you want. You can move your cursor to the point in your document where you'd like your copied text to go. On Windows 10, it can be hard to keep track of what you're copying and pasting, especially if you're using your clipboard constantly. Clipboard History is a tool that allows us to see all items that we've recently copied in one big menu, since we can only have one thing pinned to the clipboard at a time. To get to your clipboard history at any time, you just have to press the Windows and V key. You can also paste and pin frequently used items by choosing an individual item from your clipboard menu. To share your clipboard items across your Windows 10 devices, you can select the Start menu, go to Settings, Systems, and Clipboard. Then you can choose a setting that allows you to automatically sync text that I copy under Sync Across Devices. The sync feature is tied to your Microsoft account or your work account, so remember to use the same login information on all your devices if you want this sync function. On a Mac, the clipboard is one of those Mac OS programs that run in the background. You can find it and view the clipboard through the Finder menu in the top toolbar. Find and select Show Clipboard to see what the last item you copied was. Unfortunately, Mac's clipboard feature isn't as intuitive as Windows in that you may only see the last thing you copied to the clipboard instead of a lot, like many things in your history. You can also view what's in the clipboard by pasting it, but that can be risky if you're not too sure of what exactly you have and how it'll interact with whatever you're pasting it into. And now for a live demo. So, if I'm currently using a Windows 10, so if I wanted to take a quick screenshot, I would just use the Shift Windows and S key, and that'll let me use the snip and sketch. So as you can see, I can take like a little snippet of whatever I want, whatever size, as long as it's on my current screen. And after taking it, it'll be copied to my clipboard. All I have to do is like if I wanted to text it to someone or put it onto a document, I could just paste it there. Now, another method would be to use the print screen method. So I'm going to show you guys the Windows print screen method where I use both of them at the same time. And I can access this by, hold on, give me 1 second. So yeah, I can access this screenshot by going to my library, going to my OneDrive, pictures, screenshots, and yeah, that'll be the screenshot that I took. This was what I saw on my screen. Now, I can also edit it. As you can see, there's an edit menu. So if I click that, there's a drop down that allows me to do whatever I want. So if I wanted to, say, crop it a bit, then I just have to go to crop, click crop and rotate, and then let's say I only wanted to show like live demo or something. I just have to save a copy and it'll do just that. Now, if I want to like draw something else, I can just draw whatever I want on the screenshot. If I save a copy, then I just have to wait a second until it saves. And as you can see, all of the iterations of my screenshot are all here. So I can just do whatever, use whichever one I need. And yeah, that's it for today's presentation. Thanks for listening.
I'll just go ahead and quickly show how to do it on Mac so that we can show both devices and the differences between them. So for Mac, like mentioned in the presentation, there are a few different ways of doing it. The one that I prefer best is probably the Command Shift 4 because it lets me pick exactly what I want to include in the screenshot. So if I do Command Shift 4, as you can see, my cursor turns into this like crosshairs, and I can click and drag over whatever I would like to take a screenshot of. So let's say I only want to include this one slide rather than my entire screen. So I'm going to start over in this corner, click and drag over to the other corner. And as soon as I let go, it appears at the bottom of my screen. So if I click on it, here we can see the screenshot. And similarly to in the Windows, from here you can make a lot of different changes. You could add text by clicking this button here. If you wanted to maybe make a title, you can also change the color and the size of the text just by clicking these other buttons. So you have a lot of different options in terms of editing. You can add shapes. There are a lot of different shapes you could use. You can also, and this is pretty handy if anything, if for example you need to put a signature on a form, you need to sign for something, then you can create a signature. This is within the Preview app for Mac. So you can create a signature and then you can just click and drag it wherever you would like it on the screenshot, which can be handy again if you need to sign a form or a bill or something like that. You can also crop it by pressing this button here. choose how you'd like to crop it. And if you want to save it, all you have to do is click File and then Save. And if you want to revert it back to how it was, you can just click Revert. All of my changes will disappear. If I'm done with the screenshot, now I want to delete it, I can use this little garbage can button. If I want to share it, I can press this icon here. And then it will let me share via email, messages. I can add it to my Photos app. And I also have a few different options. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. The other method is to do Command-Shift-3, and that takes a photo of the entire screen rather than just a section that I've designated. So if I want to be able to find that screenshot again, all I have to do is go to Finder and Desktop. And this is where all of my screenshots will appear. So the one I took most recently is the one at the top. From here, I can easily rename it if I would like. I can also move it into another folder if I don't want it to stay in desktop. And the fact that it's in the desktop folder, it means that it has also appeared on my desktop screen. So if I were to delete all of my applications and open Windows and just see my desktop screensaver, then all of my screenshots will be present there as well. So you can also find them from that method or by looking in Finder under the desktop folder. All right, and that will conclude the Mac demo. So now we can go ahead and take questions. So I'll go ahead and start with some of these hands that I see up here. So I think Sybil was the first one. You have a question, Sybil?
Yeah, I have a question because I don't have a computer. I just have an iPad and an iPhone. And there seems to be very little in the demonstration in terms of how to use this this app on the iPhone or iPad.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there was a little part of it. It was a bit shorter because it's actually a really simple process. All you have to take a screenshot is either does your iPod have a home button?
Yeah, it has a home button.
Okay. So all you have to do is press the home button and the power button at the same time. Press them both down, and it will take a screenshot.
And that's for both the iPad and the iPhone?
Yes,
yeah,
the iPad and the iPhone.
And then there was a word used, annotated.
Mm-hmm. So that just means to edit the screenshot after you've taken it. Okay. So if you want to be able to, for some reason, add text or crop it or otherwise edit the screenshot after you've taken it.
Yeah.
When you take the screenshot, you'll see a little picture pop up at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
If you just tap on that, it will open like the editing section. And from there, you can make all the changes you want to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
No. And after you've taken it, you can find all of the screenshots you've taken in your Photos application.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thanks very much.
No worries. And all of that, by the way, anyone with an Android phone or Android tablet, all of that is essentially the same with Android. If you have a home button, then it's home button power button. If you don't have a home button, then it's the volume button and the power button.
And what was that word that refers to all of this?
Screenshot?
Annotating.
Screenshotting?
Yeah, but she said some other word that you mentioned.
Annotated.
Oh,
I think I got that right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for
that what it
editing.
is? Annotated. Annotated means.
Go
What exactly now? I know what it means.
Editing?
It's just editing, like regular stuff. Okay.
Yeah, like adding text, cropping, adding shapes, that kind of thing. Most of the time people, just take a screenshot. They don't need to write on it, but it could be helpful. For example, if you took a screenshot because you wanted to remember something, and then you can like draw a little circle around a part of text that you wanted to underline or something like that. So like just a personal reference for yourself. That's usually when it comes in handy.
Yeah, or if you're like sharing with someone else, if you have like a big article, for example, just to like give them context on what it's about. But if there's only like one important line that you really want them to see, you can just like underline it really fast and they'll see it.
And how do we circle it like that? You have to click on something to make the circle, right?
Yeah, so
Right?
you have to open up the annotating first. So like after you take the screenshot, as Carly said, you open up like the little pop-up, and then it'll bring you to the annotating window. And there there's like a list of button or like there's like a list of different tools that you can use. So I think there's like a pen tool. Um I'm not
Like a
too sure. I'm not
Yeah, I guess it's like a stylus or a little
yeah.
pen or whatever.
Yeah, so like basically you just use your finger and like draw whatever. So if you want to make a circle, you can just like draw a circle with your hand.
Well, you can do it with your finger or you do it with the little, you have to click on the pen.
Like you have to click on the pen first, and then anything that you draw after that will just like use the pen.
Mhm. Yeah, so you click on the pen to be able to activate the drawing feature, and then
Yeah.
you can circle whatever it is that you want to.
Yeah, because some of these screens now you can use your finger. I mean, like when you go in to get stuff done, they don't give you a stylus. They just tell you use your finger and sign your name.
Yeah,
Then you look like you're drunk, because it doesn't always take it.
Yeah, that's true. It's why I like to save my my signature and then have it on file so that whenever I'm signing documents digitally, I can just use that same signature instead of having to draw it out painstakingly every time. Okay, so I think we'll move on to the next question now. So Guillermo, you have a question?
Guillermo, your mic's muted.
You're still muted.
You have to unmute your mic, Guillermo.
Guillermo, you're
On
muted.
Zoom.
I guess he can't hear us.
maybe he realized when we're not answering.
There we
There
go.
you go.
You get it?
Now
Yeah, now we can hear you.
We're good now.
who is talking now? Suman or me?
It's
You
your
have to repeat. You have to repeat because you were muted, so you have
Yeah.
to repeat.
I only have a little question. When I make a screenshot, that question is for you. I lose high definition or not?
It should be the same quality as whatever your resolution is. So
Well,
like you shouldn't lose any quality.
suppose that I take a screenshot of a picture, a beautiful picture. When I do the screenshot, I lose high definition or not?
Nope, you won't.
No.
Nope. It'll just completely save everything that shows up on your screen.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I think
Just
sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead, Edson.
just a side note, sometimes you might like lose, sometimes it might look worse if you like only snip a part of your screen and then wherever you put it, like you enlarge it, that'll make it look a little bit fuzzier. But aside from that, it shouldn't lose any quality.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So thank you, Anson. Yeah, that's true. If you take a screenshot of like a small part of your screen and then blow it up, it will look pixelated. So that's the only thing. Okay, so Suman.
Right. I haven't really thought this through properly. However, say I'm looking at something on my computer, okay? And I have identified the section where I'm looking at something. And I identify the same section on my cell phone. Okay, so now I have an option to take screenshot, or I have an option to take a picture of what's on my PC screen, okay? Which is better there?
Do you mean like take a photo with your phone,
Photo
just
with
of
my
the physical
phone.
screen?
Yeah, I realize a screenshot is a better option
Yeah,
because I can just do it, quickly.
yeah. So
But
screenshot,
otherwise, what would be the difference between the two?
like in consideration of the content that like you're this actual stuff that you're trying to like save for later, it'll be
Yeah.
the same probably, but the screenshot would be like a lot easier to read. Like it'll be a lot higher quality. Sometimes when you take like a photo of a screen, it's like it gets like all sorts of funny lines and stuff all over it. So I would just recommend sticking to screenshots.
Yeah, most of the time, if you try to use your camera to take a picture of your laptop screen, you won't be able to see anything, just because of I don't know the technological terms or anything, but if you use text to take a picture of a text screen,
Mm.
it's going to appear very blurry and dark, and you won't be able to see it very well.
Well,
So
like right now, all right, we are all, I see everybody listed there, okay? Little window for every little triangle, rectangle, okay? And if I'm able to see that on my cell phone, I can take a screenshot of it. But first of all, I don't think I can see that. I just used that wrong example because you're not allowed, you don't see everybody on the cell phone, right? Okay, so I take a picture of it. But supposing I was able to see, and it was not so many people, only a few, and I take a picture of it quickly with my cell phone. So which one is better in that case, screenshot or taking a picture?
I would say screenshot is always better.
Okay.
Because a screenshot, you'll see exactly what's on your screen the way you
Okay.
with the phone, even if the quality is okay, you'll still get like the sides of your laptop, or maybe it'll be a little blurry if it didn't quite focus. Whereas a screenshot will always appear exactly as it is appearing to you on the screen. I can.
Okay. So the next question is,
Mhm.
can you lift out the text out of it?
Sorry, what that?
Say I'm just looking at something on my cell phone, and there's a main heading that's right in the middle of it. Can I lift it out, or can I modify it?
Yeah, so in that case, you can either crop it out, so you can take a screenshot. First of all, if you take a screenshot and you use the method where you can choose what is in the screenshot, then you just make sure it doesn't include the title. If you've already taken the screenshot, the title's there, you want to get rid of it, you could either crop it, rid of the title, or if you want to censor it for some reason, like maybe you want to send a screenshot, but you see someone's personal information in it, like an email address, and you don't want to do that, then you do something like you could create a shape, kind of like how I showed before, how when you open a screenshot, you can annotate or you can edit it. You can create a shape, and you can just put the shape right over the text or the information that you want to cover so that you don't see it anymore. That's one.
Okay, but you can't block it out. You can't block it out as such, because that looks bad then, with a black or different color or whatever.
Yeah, it depends. Like if you can crop it out or you can use something to cover it.
Okay.
Mhm.
The other question I wrote down was, you can edit the text. Yeah, I think we just answered that in a way. Can you edit the text?
Yeah,
Delete, add, change. Yeah.
if there's like legit text from an article, like you can't, it's not like a document like a Microsoft Word where you can just completely edit the text with like backspacing and stuff.
Right.
It's a lot more manual, so you have to like Carly said, all of this would be done through the annotating. So you would have to draw over it, and that would basically be like the only way. So you might be able to like cover it first with like, let's say it's like a white page, and then it's like black text. If you really wanted to, you could just put like, you could cover the area that you want to like leave out
Mhm.
in white, and then you can add like a text box to put in new text.
Mhm. You see,
It's
for
a little bit
instance,
of a hassle. Yeah.
yeah, for instance, you know, if I go around, go for a walk in the neighborhood and I see some sign, okay, and I take picture of it, or I look at it and then take a screenshot of that. And then I just want to add some note to it, you know, maybe in front of a particular home or street. And that would be helpful for me to know later on in what
First-
contacts I took.
First off, Suman, sorry. So you're talking about taking a picture then. That's different than taking a screenshot.
No, but if I'm taking, let me see. If I am taking as if a picture, okay, and then I take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, you can also edit your photos, like your regular photos. So you can do
Yes,
the same things like you know, covering stuff up, drawing over it. You can do
yeah,
this with regular pictures that you take using your phone camera.
yeah, that's the one, little icon at the bottom, that with the pencil or some pen or
Yeah,
something. Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Okay, I think I have enough information. Thank you very much.
Perfect. No worries.
Yeah.
All right, Marie was the next one in line.
Hi, thank you for answering my question. All right, so I have an Amazon Fire tablet, and I like to view a lot of different magazines with recipes. So lately I've been using the browser to look through my magazines. Is there a way I can take a screenshot of the recipe? And if it's on two different pages, part of the recipe is on one page and then there's another page, it seems like I would need to take two screenshots. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You would just take two separate screenshots.
And how would I do that?
So on the Amazon Fire,
Uh-huh.
I I believe it's the same as this might depend a little bit on the model that you have, but for the most part, and let me know if it works, but I think it works just like the Androids. So you hold down the power and volume down button at the same time, and
Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry, it was the power and the which button?
The volume down.
And okay. Okay. And then that would save in the photo gallery from what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Do you have it right now? Just to like test it out, maybe?
I can get it real quickly. I don't want to tie up other people.
That's okay. We can also take another question in the meantime while you're going to get it.
Super, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, Sybil, then you have, or actually, I'll let Donald go ahead and ask his question since he hasn't asked yet. You need to-
Donald, you're muted.
I asked this somewhat before in my chat, but I don't get it. I didn't get a clear picture when I went to the reference for where I could download the file. What I'm looking for is to be able to get full-size pictures of each one of the slides that were shown. And that website didn't allow me to do that. It allowed me to
Okay. The link that I sent was just the presentation. So, I think all you have to do here, so you just want to like take screenshots of the slide without like any excess like white or anything on the side, right?
I want to be able to download or take a picture of each full-size slide.
Okay. Could you just go to the slideshow real quick? Like just open it up, and then do you see the present button?
Slideshow. Was that
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, so on the slideshow at the top right, there should be like a present button.
I don't, on the screen I'm on, with this group, I don't have a slideshow at the very top.
Mm,
I don't know what you're referring to.
are you using like Google Slides or what? What software are you using?
It's Microsoft 10.
Microsoft? Okay.
I'm on the meeting, our meeting right now. That's why I'm on.
Is there like any way that you can present the slideshow just to like make it full screen?
Well, I can go to full screen. Yes, I'm at full screen now.
On the
Yeah.
slide? Or in this meeting?
No, on our group picture, I'm on full screen.
Yeah, so you need to get to the slides first. So if you click the link that Anson shared, it should take you, it should
No,
open.
I think he's using like Microsoft's slides, PowerPoint.
Well,
Okay.
no,
Yeah,
it's,
but
no,
you
it's-
have to, did you try clicking the link that's in the chat?
yes, I did.
Okay, and
And that gave me one picture of the number one slide, for instance. And then on the left-hand side, it showed the listing of all the
Yeah.
slides that were part.
Yeah.
But when I tried to download one of those on the sides, I got an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper with a very small picture at top and the list of slides on the sides. I wasn't able to download the slide itself full screen.
yeah, so that's a bit of a different topic, but we can go over that. So if you want to just simply download a Google Slides presentation, if you go back to your internet browser where the slides are on Google Slides. If you click File, and then there should be an option to download.
Oh, okay. Well, it didn't do that.
And then from there, you can either download it as a Microsoft PowerPoint, as a PDF document, or as a JPEG image or a PNG image. But I'd probably recommend either PowerPoint or PDF. So if you download it and then try to print it, actually, if you're wanting to print it, then you should probably download it as a PDF, and then that will, I think, will turn out the best.
Well, I don't have slideshow on file. View. I've got full screen. Maybe that's what I should be looking at. I think I'm gonna have to play with this before I call it.
No worries. Yeah. Yeah. So if you just, again, if you just, from the Google Slides on your Chrome or Internet Explorer, whatever you're using, file, download, and then save it as a PDF. And then from there, you can print it out.
Okay.
That's what I would recommend. Okay, great. So Marie, are you back with your Fire tablet?
Yes, I am.
All right.
So I have it open and I have a recipe and it's a 2-pager. It's part one of the recipes on one page. And then to continue the recipe, it's on another page.
Okay. So in that case, you would just take a screenshot. The thing with screenshots, unfortunately, it's not like saving a bookmark, right? So it will only take a picture of whatever's on your screen. So if all you can see is the first page, then that's what the screenshot will be. So you can screenshot that first page, move on to the second, screenshot that, and then you'll find them both side by side in your, I think on Fire tablet, it's the gallery app.
I have it. This is a Fire since it's an Amazon, and there's a place where I can look at Amazon photos.
Okay, Amazon.
So is that?
I haven't used a Fire tablet before. There should be a place where you either called Photos or Gallery. It should be an app called
Okay.
Photos or Gallery. And
Okay.
you can find all of the photos you've taken or have screenshotted.
Okay, so I can do this now. The worst I can do is lose the book, I guess. But So I press the power button and the volume simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm game.
Marie, thank you for
Oh,
asking that.
wow, it did do something. There's
Great.
now, yeah, there's a little icon in the corner.
Mhm.
That wasn't there before, so I'll have to look at that.
Yep, that means it
Super.
worked. Awesome.
Great. Well, I might get this recipe yet. Thank you so much.
No
You're very
problem.
welcome. Okay, Sybil, you have another question?
Well, first I want to compliment you and your team on how well versed you are in the different instruments, whether it's Mac or whether it's Android or whether it's whatever under the sun. So that, takes someone very highly skilled. So we appreciate that because we all have different tools. So I just want to thank you for that. And my question was, when we do the screenshot and it goes on to my photos, I'm an Apple person. Does that go on the iCloud as well?
So that depends if you have your photos gallery synced to iCloud. If it is, then all of your photos, including your screenshots, yeah, they will be synced as well.
Yeah, I seem to also get double photos on Google Photos. I don't know how I got there, but and it will pop up and tell me I did something a year ago or 5 years ago or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, you can also deactivate that if you want. If for example, you're already using iPhotos and it's already syncing and it's fine for you, then you
Yeah,
don't necessarily need to use Google Photos as well.
okay. But the other tools will also tell me what I did 5 years ago, because I like that.
I believe I don't have an iPhone, but I believe that iPhones do create like little memory images and
Yeah.
videos for you. Mhm.
Okay. All right, I'll take my hand down. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And thank you for the compliment. I would say that it really is a team effort because obviously we don't all have all of the devices. So it's a mix of Googling what we don't know and then letting another person answer who is more familiar with a certain device or another.
But to me, knowing how to Google is $1 million. So to someone like me,
But I guess that's something that maybe we take for granted, those of us who
yeah.
grew up with that or spent more time with that. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much to
Bye.
answer all your help.
Au revoir, Carly. Au revoir.
Au revoir.